Hello everybody, and welcome to the long-awaited sequel of Dr. Nowhere. Nobody was waiting for this sequel, but this is the sequel of reacting to it, so this will be fun. I just had my cheat day. I cannot speak. My cheat day on my diet, and I'm feeling kind of bloated and gross because I had some ramen and a burrito. So, I'm not feeling too well. But I'm still on the YouTube grind set, even though I'm not feeling well. I barely post, but YouTube grind set, right? So, without further ado, as always, we are going to crack open an energy drink that will probably kill us in a few years, and we are going to jump right in. You are in no condition to sleep like this. A shower will make you better. English does not come easy to me, I guess. Feels like grounds for a video game. But it wasn't my fault. Oh, I don't like that, actually. Don't do the steps.
Go away.
Bro was dirty. He just wanted to shower.
Why did you leave me here?
Go away.
I never existed to you.
Go away.
I know you heard me.
That's a
It was
crib.
all your fault.
Did his baby die? Is this the spirit of his baby? Is this paranoia? Schizophrenia? I think that was symbolization. I was making jokes, but I think that was symbolization. I think that his baby died in the bath or a shower. And that was something telling him it was his fault. I'm gonna make a theory on that. I feel like I gotta make a theory on this YouTube video, on these videos, It feels like it needs one. I want to piece this together. Oh, that's a real person.
It's what?
What is that?
It's Suzy.
Who?
It's the Boiled One Plushie. Have you ever wanted to carry a manifestation of trauma itself in the form of a small, adorable plushie?
What?
Of course you have.
I was right, it's trauma itself.
Introducing the Boiled One Plushie. Customers are raving.
I bought it before I wanted it, and it arrived before I purchased it.
Wow!
Oh.
Cool! Punish the deserving with the Boiled One Plushie. Punishable actions include breathing too loud, killing one stone with two birds, complaining about torture, being from a country, licking your fingers to turn the pages of a book, doctor tested, and there are so many things you can do with your Boiled One Plushie. Things you should do with your Boiled One Plushie include feed it. It's always famished. Offer it fine meats. It's all
Offer it
feed
fine what?
It's always famished. Offer it fine
Human.
meats.
Right.
It's
Of course.
always famished. Purchase it. Here are some things you shouldn't do with your Boiled One Plushie. Look at it. Touch its stomach cavity. Make promises to it. Enjoy it. Decipher its messages. Let it fly your helicopter. You can't do that. Its pilot's license was suspended in 1962. Boil it. It's already boiled. Why waste your time? Be in its presence alone. Purchase it. We've been getting a lot of questions and concerns regarding the Boiled One Plushie. The Boiled One Plushie. Order now. Symptoms of harming the Boiled One Plushie may include assault, increasingly overwhelming sense of dread, bedtime trumpets, complete paralysis of all voluntary muscles, limbs, talk with the monolith.
This is
Humans
great.
don't push behind while on stage, but
This
they
is
find
great.
It's on its way right now.
Remix that.
Dr. Nowhere's Office of Wonders presents the Oddity Compendium, a beginner's anomaly education program.
This brings me back, that voice brings me back to like old FNAF
Today, we will be
SFM
learning
days.
about many wonderful and strange oddities that exist inside of, outside of, and around your universe. These strange
Spittin'.
phenomena can range anywhere from life forms, products, and organizations to even events of anomalous time periods. Important. The following information has been acquired from realities that may be set
Why am I vibing with this right
you are
now?
currently residing in. Please be aware that knowledge or comprehension of
Why do I feel like there's a beat to it? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like there's a beat to it. Actually, I don't want to lean in. I leaned in to read that and I was like, no. I'm not leaning in. They're going to jump scare me. Oh, okay. Flesh beds.
Mattress folk are a species of parasitic subhuman that highly resemble bedding mattresses. The body of a dormant flesh bed appears identical to a standard mattress. However, slicing the thin sheet-like skin reveals many soft organs, limb-like appendages, and a humanoid head which hides beneath the skin. They were first discovered in the late 1960s when a mattress company was surveying excess storage. Upon finding many seemingly pristine mattresses that had not been sold, they gave them away to thrift shops and people in need. The people who received the mattress folk initially had no issues with the faux beds. It wasn't until the air began to warm up that these beds awoke from their uneventful hibernations. The first recorded victim was 19-year-old Alice Digere. She had been sleeping on a flesh bed for roughly 6 months before her sudden disappearance. After noticing the stench of sulfur and rot originating from her bed, her family called authorities, and the inside of the mattress revealed a feasting parasite, several hundred human bones, and a half-digested Alice. The method in which mattress folks sustain themselves is by waiting for the body heat of a host to wake them from their dormant state. Kind of like an egg, but not nearly as tasty. After they wake, they slowly unfold themselves from their soft mattress-like bodies. This process is very gradual and happens underneath its body or on its side so as not to be detected. After roughly a month of this process and on a night 17 degrees Fahrenheit or higher, its head and arms fully emerge and pull the sleeping host into its body, where prey is slowly digested. Not much is known about how these sleeping beauties came about, but it is theorized that since they are subhuman, they were once a branch of Homo sapiens that merged with the mycelial network many years ago. Autopsies of flesh-dense digestive systems have revealed DNA samples from thousands of different people in each instance, some even tracing to people born during the 1600s. Another odd thing to note is that the mattress folk themselves contain
This is a
DNA
lot of
belonging to
information.
humans as well. One instance,
It's like
shared
new
DNA
SCP.
blood type with Napoleon Bonaparte, leader of the French Republic during the time
Napoleon?
that the mattress folk were assumed to have come into existence.
Dans mon esprit tout divin, je me perds dans tes yeux.
All in all, it might be a good idea to throw out that
Almost the
mattress
stupidest
that
thing. I
feels
almost said,
just
did
a bit too warm
mattresses
lately.
exist back
You
then?
might be sharing it with something unwanted. Good night, sleep tight, and don't let the bed bite.
I keep checking periodically to make sure I'm recording. I've been burned more than once.
Instead of humans, tail-headless corpses remain in their stead. These corpses, though technically dead, do weakly breathe through the holes in their necks. Their hearts have also been observed to begin convulsing at seemingly random.
My throat just made the weirdest noise. Now I'm like redoing and listen to this. That's like the weirdest thing ever. It's like how do you do that? Wait, so like I'm like sucking on like the back of my neck. Guys, if you're home, if there's not somebody, if you're not like, wow, if you're not in a coffee shop with somebody sitting next to you and they're wondering like what the hell you're doing, you should do this right now. It's like, It's like you put like suction on the back of your neck, like up here at the back of your throat. You pull down. It makes like this weird noise. I'm gonna stop doing that.
Of intervals. These beings are identical in appearance to one another aside from physical dimensions, which can vary severely between each corpse. The headless sub-people dwelling in this pocket reality have been observed changing their behavior when humans have physically interacted with them, and apparently gain a level of awareness and vitality when such events occur. There are approximately 2,393 living humans residing in this reality, all from parallel Earth. Every single resident recounts waking up in the headless macrocosm after falling asleep under strange circumstances back in their home realities. No one back in their own parallel homes remembers their faces or identities, which leads to the belief that this place could be a form of anti-reality. A waste compartment of the universe used for aspects of reality that are useless or harmful to existential fabric. The humans that live in the headless macrocosm are assumed to be taking shelter in abandoned structures and banding together to search for plant-based food during the warmer times. Fun fact. Humans have coined multiple terms and nicknames for these headless corpses, such as stumpies, cranes, and ichabodies. Despite this sub-reality being detached from main reality, an incident took place which created a temporary tier between the two. A man residing in the headless macrocosm was walking through a field with a small house in the center. Upon reaching the house, the man unintentionally brushed up against one of the breathing bodies. This body, just before motionless aside from the labored convulsions, sprang to life and removed the head of the man. It then proceeded to attach the severed head to the stump of its own neck.
Oh.
His name was Michael Hedford. After the corpse had placed Michael's
That-
head where its own
Okay, I got like genuine goosebumps. Look at that. That I hate that. This part.
Hedford. After the corpse had placed Michael's head
That glitch. Oh, that I hate that so much. Those glitches, because this was going so normal this whole time. And all of a sudden it's and
where its
I
own
love it and
body
I hate it.
events occurred back on Earth in the year 2061 that resulted in governmental intervention. A family's call to the authorities described an impossibly tall naked figure appearing in their backyard. The presence of this oddity was highly distressing to the family, and they remained inside their home until the situation was resolved. The following photograph depicts this figure they spoke of. Michael Tedford's rotting head is affixed atop its frail neck. Shortly after the photo was taken, what was left of Tedford's existence was removed from the premises and taken to an upscale anomaly testing site. Apparently, this corpse was attempting to quite literally become Tedford by leeching off of his existence. These breathing bodies appear to be in a constant state of yearning to
I hate
reconnect
this.
with the roots of reality again, as they have been taken a hold of by a dangerous and contagious disease. This disease appears to be non-existence itself. It can affect anyone on Earth at any time, and once it takes hold, the headless macrocosm deems you valid for residence within its endless meadows, filled with fellow patients. But don't worry, it's a rare diagnosis. Another fun fact. Occasionally, crude man-made structures will form seemingly out of nowhere in order to correspond with the structures on parallel Earth. As mentioned earlier, the headless macrocosm itself functions like a digestive tract of the universe, and these structures may be antibodies attempting to fight off the virus of non-existence. Now then, check your head. Screwed on tight. Great, because you might want to hang on tight to it for this next one.
Now I feel like popping my neck.
The obelisks of enlightenment are a collective of monolithic beings that are currently residing in different remote locations across the world. Also known as the Fathers of True North, they appear in groups of 1 to 8 and stand anywhere from 10 to 150 feet
10 to 100 feet tall.
Each obelisk is levitated just barely above the ground and facing geodetic north. Though most of them reside in remote fields and deserts, they have also been found floating above the ocean within the vicinity of the Bermuda Triangle.
Vicinity of
even
vicinity?
on the moon. They are moving just ever so slightly and progress approximately 2 inches forward a year. These obelisks are enlightened in the infinitely vast secrets of the universe, and are constantly vocalizing the excess information as a means of waste to counteract the overwhelming intake of knowledge. Though currently enclosed and monitored by government entities, many people have wandered into these locations prior claiming to be following the sound of angelic singing. This alluring hum emanating from these obelisks induces a massive increase in general intelligence in subjects listening. folklore often refers to the frequency as the song of the divine contour. Each obelisk's biological elements are unraveled thousands of feet into the sky to make a metaphysical connection from Earth to the universe. It is assumed this is a form of knowledge worship, an attempt to make a mortal sacrifice for an immortal honor. Fun fact. These organs
I
are
hate
confirmed
this.
to be those of the humans and other biological matter that were absorbed after enlightenment. Upon perceiving the words spoken by the obelisks or entering into close proximity with them, the human brain either spontaneously expands and combusts or receives an ability to comprehend the sacred information. Talk about being open-minded. Whenever a subject is able to comprehend this knowledge, they are biologically absorbed into the obelisk, becoming wholly unified with the being. It is not entirely understood how these anomalies were brought into existence, but they seem to be tears in the fabric of reality akin to black holes. Many speculate that these rifts were opened by ancient giants who were dissatisfied with a lack of Earth's knowledge. Many unnaturally large humanoid
Did you say
skeletons who were dissatisfied with a lack of Earth's knowledge.
Earth's
Many
knowledge.
unnaturally large humanoid skeletons have been found underground adjacent to obelisk sites, further supporting this idea. When the obelisks made their debut on Earth, they aided in the construction of the pyramids of Giza by bestowing digestible levels of sacred knowledge onto Egyptian pharaoh Khufu after he was lured into the desert by their beckoning chords. This knowledge would help Khufu rationalize a possible blueprint and method for building these grand tombs, and they were made into the shapes of pyramids as a tribute to the divine structures. All in all, these obelisks may seem malevolent, but it's important to remember that no physical pain could ever outweigh the agony of infinite knowledge. Now, looks like our time here may be almost up. But before you go, it's time for a bonus oddity.
Hey, bonus oddity. I don't know what that is.
This is Philbus. It is not known where Philbus comes from or why he is here, but there have been a number of people
Philbus.
who, after consuming media depicting Philbus, have felt the overwhelming compulsion to practice Philbism. Philbism is a political and somewhat religious ideology which centers around the belief that building/consuming chairs and other wooden furniture is honoring Philbus' great sacrifice. It is not clear
In
what
Philbus
this
I
sacrifice
trust.
is or what
Word.
it refers to. Attributes and practices of Philbism include learning to build chairs, learning to properly digest chairs, promoting/discussing chair consumption on or internet forums, praising the fictional political candidate known as Philbus, who is said to advocate for making furniture consumption a socially accepted and widespread practice. There are so many wonderful things about Philbism. Consume the body of Philbus and become one with many others today.
Oh, I hate this.
Just eat from here to get started. Any mention of Philbism and elaboration on the subject will eventually result in it becoming a sponsorship or advertisement of sorts. We have no idea how to avoid this, sorry. All Philbists will deny the existence of Philbism when directly questioned about it. This video was not in any way sponsored by Philbism. This is for educational purposes only. Philbism does not even exist. You can sign up for Philbism certification here. Consume the body of Philbus today. Or would you look at the clock? It's just about time for us to part ways.
A brief cleansing process will now commence.
I hate this.
This purely auditory procedure
I hate
will
this.
ensure you do not come away from
I hate this so much.
From beyond contract during your viewing experience. Please close your eyes and do not open them until told to do so.
Oh, this makes me so uncomfortable. Oh, this makes me so uncomfortable. Philbism is my new favorite word now.
You may now open your eyes. Thank you for complying. Thank you for attending Dr. Nowhere's Office of Wonders. We hope that you enjoyed your stay.
Who is we? That... Oh. That made me so uncomfortable. I hated that. Okay. Oh, I didn't like that. I really didn't like that. We're gonna do these last three. because they're very short. And these are still coming out. That man is dancing. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. That's jazz. You like jazz? When someone comes up to you and they're like, you like jazz, and they start playing this. It's a kombucha mushroom person. It's a kombucha mushroom person. Seems to really like that one. Hey! Hey! He getting down! Hey! Hitting the Macarena. He was getting down, man. Hey! He's just chilling. Why are you bothering him? Same with him. He's just relaxing, man. That's what I look like at parties, dude. Okay. Sounds nice. Same. This is giving me like burps, dude. This soda. Not soda monster. Is an energy drink a soda? I don't know. I don't know, is it? This is nice. This is nice. This is just nice. And some nice music after. Pretty factory. Power lines looks like my hometown a little bit. This is so relaxing, actually. This feels comforting. This one feels very comforting for me. Especially little face on that thing. Just look like my childhood. Me and some friends would run around places that look like this all the time, you know? That was just comforting. Oh. So guys, that was really nice. Actually, that was comforting to watch. That last one. The first few made me like really unsettled, really uneasy, and I didn't like that. But then the other ones were just like, bro was getting down. Then there were the kombucha mushroom people, man. Serge Shankian was in this. That was great. That was great. I loved it. But yeah, that was weird. If you want me to do a fan theory or react to more like analog horror type stuff like this, you know, I heard of other channels. I already saw the Mandela Catalog. That was like that was my thing a couple years ago. I loved the Mandela catalog. I still do. I love the Mandela catalog. There's so much about it that's just like, I don't know. There's so much about it I really like. So, if you guys want to, why do I feel like my hair will not cooperate today? Or is that just like the strand I never messed with? All right. I really enjoyed this. That was really cool. I'm going to do some FNAF fan games soon for the channel, so keep your eyes open for that. That'll be really awesome, huh? So, you know, hope you have a good day, and I'll see you later. Bye.